So, you think you know Sean Combs? Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, whatever you want to call him. Shiny suits, white parties in the Hamptons, pouring Ciroc like it's tap water. A carefully crafted, multi-million-dollar brand of untouchable success. But what if that public persona, that whole empire, has deep, dark cracks? This story is more complex, way more wild. It's a rabbit hole. Music, money, power, and secrets. We aren't scratching the surface. We're taking a jackhammer to it. Over the next 20 minutes, 10 of the biggest bombshells, connected, not isolated. Strap in. This is the story behind the story. Let's get into it. March 9th, 1997, Los Angeles. A packed party at the Peterson Automotive Museum. Biggie in a green Suburban, Puffy in the car ahead. A black Impala pulls up. Shots, chaos. A generational voice gone. The investigation is messy. Conflicted witnesses, gaps, silence. Day 1, theories fly. Gang ties, retaliation, industry enemies. Detective Russell Poole follows a trail. Corruption, possible inside help. His filings name Amir Muhammad and LAPD officer David Mack among leads. Poole says he was stonewalled. He resigns in protest. Biggie's family sues the city. Allegations of intimidation and missing files surface. Puffy, grieving friend, key witness, with lingering questions about the night. Officially, the murder remains unsolved. For Combs, a ghost that trails every triumph. An empire built beside an open wound. The foundation is trauma. Bad Boy versus Death Row. A cultural war. Polish and pop mastery versus raw intimidation. 1995. A televised shot. Come to Death Row. The music turns into artillery. Accusations. Personal shots. Stakes escalate. Armored movements. Everyone's on edge. Brawls. Shootouts. Constant threats. Sep 7, 1996. Tupac is shot. Dies 6 days later. No credible link to Bad Boy. But the street narrative ignites. The danger circles back to Biggie. 2 murders. Forever linked. Death Row crumbles. Suji goes to prison. Bad Boy stands. But the king is gone. The shadow never leaves Combs' narrative. Mixing business with street beef. A lesson written in blood. 1999. Club New York. Shots fired. Real life, not a movie. Lives and careers altered overnight. Combs arrested, charges, gun, bribery. Shine faces attempted murder. Hip-hop on trial in the mainstream. Combs acquitted, but mud sticks. A sharp pivot in image and tone. Less excess, more corporate control. Artists claim royalties. Producers allege credit issues. Legal wins versus public perception. 2 different courts. He leans into mogul status. Businessman first. At this level, lawyers matter as much as producers. One night that pivoted an empire. Legally vindicated, image complicated. He recalibrates and thinks bigger than music. Ciroc, a struggling grape-based vodka. Combs proposes equity and CMO-level control, not a face, the brand itself. He crafts a lifestyle around a bottle, from backdrop to main character. New flavors release like hit records, from tens of thousands to millions. Staggering growth. A template others copy. Equity, not just checks. Find potential. Inject cool, sell a feeling. Tequila, water. The Midas halo spreads. Every deal reinforces the same aspirational universe. A self-sustaining loop of cool, wealth and independence few entertainers reach. He didn't just play, he rewrote the rules. Which is why any reckoning must include the brand machine. While chaos swirled, he played chess. The label was just the booster rocket. Control the songs. Not just the song's moment. Fashion becomes a real business. Awards and retail. Multiple streams. Insulation from downturns. Then a network. Airtime he controls, not begs for. Carriage deals. Political. Brutal. Secured. Break artists. Shape conversations. Build platforms. From music videos to docs. Image as leverage. An empire, interlocked and mutually amplifying. Not the music business, the empire business. A fortress built deal by deal. High risk, higher leverage. Absolute control is expensive. Scale confers power, which echoes through every narrative. And inside that machine, Stories begin to leak. Studio as pressure cooker. Hits at any cost. A larger-than-life leader chasing perfection. Days, not hours. Sleep traded for momentum. Fear of failing the team, or the standard. Stories of harsh critiques in rooms full of peers. Stress tests, dedication, or something harsher. Complex contracts meet inexperience. Giving up publishing can mean selling the land. Advances are loans. The bill always arrives. You can go platinum and still owe the label. Artists' public disputes sketch a pattern of grievances. That's the business versus ethics in power imbalances. Sprint the length of a marathon, minds fray. A re-examination, kinship or command. Genius engine. At what human cost? Beyond culture. Political power. Mobilizing an audience politicians couldn't reach. A power broker for the hip-hop generation. Strategic giving. Investment in access. Community issues and corporate interests. Both. Capital Prep Harlem. Education as legacy play. Charters ignite debates on equity and oversight. Expansion cements him as a leading pro-charter voice. Philanthropist and capitalist. Both can be true. The true flex is the call that gets answered. Own the mic. Drive the narrative. With influence comes a different storm. Real kids, real outcomes. Beyond headlines. The truth sits in the messy middle. A modern blueprint for celebrity power in policy. Off-camera stories. Bills covered, funerals funded, kids in college. Howard scholarships. Big PR and real dollars. COVID efforts. Supply and signal boosted by his platform. Is it altruism or image laundering? For billionaires, generosity is measured differently. Charity helps. Systems need fixing. Critics cite artist claims. Two truths in tension. Reputation in some circles is built on what no one films. PR shapes, but outcomes matter most. It's messy, human, not a simple ledger. Impact exists, even as debates rage. In the attention economy, narratives compete. Today's standards demand more than checks. Maybe the flashy persona funds the quiet one. The ledger is still being written. Beyond money and music. Father, partner, son. 7 kids, multiple mothers, relentless spotlight. A seismic loss. Grief reshapes a man, forced into a new center of gravity. Build a kingdom, but don't miss the moments. Seats at the table, not just allowances. Privilege and pressure, identity in a giant's shadow. Power complicates intimacy. Equality is contested. Who am I when the music stops? Rebrand or rebirth? Probably both. Calls to old rivals and artists, bridges repaired? Skepticism is valid. 30 years of hard edges don't vanish. Getting older, negative energy costs more. Final act questions. Accountability and redemption. Outcome defines his legacy and our capacity to forgive. This is bigger than one man. It's a mirror of 30 years of culture, where art collides with money and power. Old shadows linger, questions still echo. We're rethinking what we reward and what we excuse. Entertainment power isn't just music, it's systems. The internet never forgets. Standards are shifting, legacy paths fork. We all watch The Choice. What shocked you most? The murder questions, the empire, or the reinvention? Drop a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell. This is part 1 of a deeper dive. We're just at the tip. More threads to connect, from Biggie to brand blueprints. A saga of ambition and consequence. Claims and theories are presented as such. Connect dots responsibly. A complicated legacy, still being written. Stay curious. Up next, deeper investigations, timelines, and testimony. See you there.